of Raiatea here in French Polynesia. It is a wonderful, cloudy, rainy day here in the shipyards. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Oh man, it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning here in Raiatea, and I got to tell you, it's been a wild adventure over the last couple of days. So we've got a lot of updates for you guys today. I don't know how long I'm going to be on to stream for today, but I am promising again to try to stream every day for you guys. So little by little here, I will be streaming as much as I can throughout the day. We have entered day 4, day 5 of shipyard period here. As you can see over here, good morning. As you can see over here, my guy here is sanding and setting the tow rails here for for the boat. Oh wow, coffee through the hatch. Thank you, sir. That's a beautiful thing. Fresh coffee through the hatch. Crew's doing a good job. Check this out. They're launching a big catamaran right now in the water. That's awesome. So that one there is just on a road travel lift, and it's being pulled by a big ballast weighted tractor. Now that's a Bali 4.5. I was just running a Bali 5.4. So that's a beautiful catamaran, and that's what they look like when they slide in here. All right, so a couple of updates for you, and then I've got a crazy surprise to show you guys as far as sailing vlogging, travel vlogging, and YouTubers go. One of my idols in the vlogging industry, and one of the baddest YouTubers on the planet, is literally 50 feet in front of me right this second. So really cool opportunity there, and I'm super stoked for that one to show you guys. But let's do a little update here. So we've got the side work to do. They're finishing it up now from the incident that occurred in Papaite. If you weren't aware, in Papaite, the neighboring boat next to us, like this boat here, when we were moored, that boat broke loose when we were tied up in the marina. That boat broke loose and smashed into our boat, and so we have some big side panel repairs to do right now, which is what the boys are doing on this side of the boat. Underneath the boat right now, these guys are doing a couple of through holes, and then they're adding in a couple new things, a bunch of new lead zincs, which are basically something that prevents corrosion under the boat. And so we're adding those in as well down below underneath the boat. And then we're also painting the bottom. So right now we're doing the final sanding and grinding and buffing of the bottom of the boat. And then we will be sanding and painting her throughout this afternoon and tomorrow, with the hopes to splash down probably in the next couple of days, hopefully either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. So the original window was for Monday. If that works out and that's how it goes, then that's how it goes. So check this boat out here. I know you guys have not really seen a lot of boats before. Hold on, let me put my coffee down. Look at this thing. Single run jet outriggers. That's crazy. We are currently the biggest boat in the yard right this second, other than this giant catamaran over here at 62. But yeah, it's I love how much hard sweat, blood, and tears is going in everything around here. It's really a passionate thing. I grew up in boat yards, and I don't know, the smells, the fiberglass work, the metal work, the fuel work, the sweat. There's a lot to be said and had around here, and this is an awesome place for it. So I really enjoy being in a boat yard, and it's really great. And it gives you the confidence with your boat when you're new to your boat, or when you're a new captain on a new boat like this. For me, it allows me the chance to walk through and maintenance and touch everything on the boat, which is, pretty crucial. So they're literally flying in another boat right next to ours right now on the travel lift. You take a look at that. So that's how they lifted our boat in, and they're parking another one right next to ours for the day to do a little work, which is crazy. So let's see here. What up? Update. Sail plans. I had always scheduled our sail plans to be leaving on the 8th and heading out for Bora Bora and then heading south towards the Cook Islands. And none of that has technically changed at this point. It's just how much time we had in the water after the yard period before we take off is what's changed. So as that window closes, because we still have a lot of work to do here on the boat, we will continue to push back until we splash down. But we're still hoping to actually leave on the 8th of this month. So time's a wasting and clock's a ticking here. So we're getting close. Headed for the Cook Islands and then the Tongan Island chains and then on to Fiji from there. So really looking forward to that as well. And I think our I think our crew is really coming together. I think some things are really looking up for everything right now. We've got an amazing engineer. I've got an amazing first mate. He's a little young and a little wild, but he's doing good. I'm really proud of him. Peter's an awesome kid. And then the owner is humbly learning and figuring things out. He's a mathematician engineer, so the way he looks at sailing is a little bit different. I look at sailing like sailing and mastering the ocean and learning the boat and listening to the boat and listening to the sails and the winds and everything that involves old school seamanship, versus where the new owner is an engineer, retired engineer and a mathematician, and he looks at the boat like an equation. And it's really cool because we're coming together on that, and I'm learning a little bit of the math and he's learning a little bit of the nautical side of life, and I think it's going to be a good trip. So all right, so another couple of really happy updates. Everybody knows that I am a passionate surfer, and I have always lived for surfing. And I found out that I wasn't able to bring any of my boards on this trip, so I was pretty heartbroken when I found out that, and I didn't know what I was going to do because boards are really hard to find here in the islands, and when you do find them, obviously they're expensive. So I managed to find 2 surfboards yesterday. One for an extremely cheap price, and then the next one I actually ended up getting for free from a friend on a boat next door who was like, "Oh, you need surfboards? I don't surf. Here, have mine." And yeah, I ended up with from no boards to 2 boards yesterday in a matter of minutes, and it's awesome. I'm super stoked for this opportunity right now. Now I've got boards. Now I'm confident. Now I can go paddle out and actually get some surf in, which I actually did this morning. And I don't know if my camera will show you the reef right now, but let's go ahead and see if my let's see if my camera will show you the reef right now. So there's that Bali pulling out right now, one of my favorite catamarans. And then right out here outside the yard, see, that's where we sleep at night with the hammocks because the boat's too hot in the yard. And then right there, zoom back in a little bit. Right out there on the outer reef, look at that peeling wave right there. So that is where we surf. Peelers. So it's really awesome to be in the South Pacific on a reef break and surfing again. It's been an amazing time. It felt so good to paddle out and surf this morning. I surfed last night until my surgery shoulder couldn't move anymore. And then I surfed this morning just for about 45 minutes to where we came in and had breakfast and got everything ready to rock. It's awesome. The waves out here are firing right now. But on another conversational topic, protecting your home front and protecting your land and protecting your aina, or respecting the local vibe and energy. So there's a lot to be said about localism and local vibe, and there's places in the world where you can paddle out as a surfer and there's literally 200, 300, 400 people on a wave, and it's chaos. And you might fight and box and push and shove and fight your way to get 1 or 2 waves per day and be lucky at that. You know, places like Pipeline in Hawaii, Bali in Indonesia, you know, Black's Beach or Sunset or any of those beaches in California. I mean, you know, Daytona, New Smyrna Beach in Florida. You know, like there's waves all over the world that Hossegura, France, that because they're popular waves, it really sucks nowadays because there's so many people watching and surfing on them. So here, actually, when you paddle out here with these guys, they tell you straight up, don't turn on the camera. Like, I paddled out over there yesterday afternoon, and they all swam up to me, and they were super nice and super accommodating and really sweet, big French Polynesian guys, as big as me, which is fun because I've been in the Philippines with tiny people for so long. And they swam up and they introduced themselves and they said, hey man, I just want you to know, there's no filming out here. And if you do, chat with people about the wave out here, don't tell people where it is and what it is. And then this morning, one of the guys that came with me to surf lifted up his camera and decided to start filming us for a little bit. And the boys paddled right over to him in the boat and said, put the camera down. So interesting little topic conversation there about the localism and protecting the waves. But again, at the end of the day, I get it. I really do. All right, last thing I want to talk about here on this quick stream before I rock out, because we're going to go have breakfast and then we got to get to work, is one of my idols, one of my Yodas, one of the most OG, baddest sailing vlogger, YouTube vloggers on earth. Also one of the most successful would be Brian with SB Delos. And if you are anywhere in my niche of life, you would you definitely follow Brian, or you've seen his videos or his wife's videos, and you know about his adventures and his channel. And actually, there's Brian right there. Brian is right there on his orange boat. So if you see the little orange dinghy right there, Brian is just working on the side of it right now, and he's got an orange t-shirt on, but that is SV Delos right there. So that is Brian and SV Delos right there, which, man, it's so cool to end up pulling in at the same time, same day, with the Yoda godfather of boat work and sailing and vlogging and circumnavigating the world. He's right here, and I may or may not get a brief opportunity to pick his brain, and I'm super stoked for that. And we're gonna see how it all goes, but I'm definitely gonna, when I have the right time and the appropriate setting, introduce myself to him. So super stoked for that. And it's like, oh my god, the most gangster OG sailing vlogger YouTuber there is right here in the yard with me. So super stoked for that, and I think it's pretty cool. If you think it's pretty cool, hit that like button. All right, you guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Quick stream for now. I'll probably do an afternoon live stream where we'll leave it hanging for a little while, and let you guys get a taste of everything. And then when we splash the boat back in the water, I will live stream that as well, and then I will live stream our trip leading out to Bora Bora. I may or may not be able to live stream all of the Bora Bora trip because our Starlink works within 20 nautical miles of shore, and I don't think we're gonna leave that gap. So we'll see about that, and we'll see how that goes. Please make sure you hit the like button. If you hop on even for a second, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment below. I love each and every one of you guys. I'm sorry I can't put out long form videos right now. I don't have the ability with internet and pulling out my laptop in a wet, salty environment right this second. So I've been very busy getting out here and getting this all organized and getting on the boat and getting out here in the middle of the South Pacific. It's been a long and crazy journey. So I really appreciate each and every one of you guys and all the love and support you give. And I am going to sign off for now. Let's go have breakfast, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, okay? I'll see you guys probably in a couple hours, and we'll live stream again then, all right? Cheers. I love you guys. And big long form episodes coming here very soon, all right? Cheers, guys. 10,000 miles around the world sailing begins this week. Later.